Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warcraft. It's so weird saying that. But yeah, so the WS3 weekend's over. It's about to well, not slowly leveling up because we still have Hell and Gale, which is all going to benefit our leveling process by a whole 25%. Hell, that would be even higher if this was post-Cataclysm where you had the pants and the helm and pearl necklace. I mean, still, 25% more SP is pretty great. Let alone the fact that you don't even have to worry about your armor in those slots for, well, all the way to till 80. It's pretty great. Especially like for the weapon, you don't have to change your weapon. But that's one thing I did love about Legion, is artifact weapons were a great addition. Because basically it meant you had an artifact weapon that you didn't have to change for the whole expansion. You just kept your weapon. You could transmog your weapon to whatever the hell you want to. But you didn't have to actually change your weapon. And it had all those benefits and all that. You had to gain more power. It was pretty great. And then frickin' Battle for Azeroth came and completely was like, nope, your artifact weapon's useless now. It's just irritating. It's like, so you gain... So the whole MacGuffin situation of having an artifact weapon, just nope, it's no longer useful. You can just put it in your bank and no longer... and go get a simple, better level, what was it? I don't even know since they squished things. But it's going to say 101 or so level weapon. Green quality. But yeah. Just nope, no longer useful. Anyway.
Glory to the Sindori.
Yes, mate. Thank you. I've been expecting this letter. I do love quests that are just a few words and done. Instead of having to read the whole manuscript. Since you're here with Tiffles, I have a favor to ask you. Like keeper friendly apprentice trumped by your task for assistance apparently there's some malfunction up in the West Sanctum. I've been a bit busy entertaining our most pleasant dwarven guest. See if you can give her a hand. You find the West Sanctum, southwest of here.
We will
Okay.
have justice.
So this probably ends up dating this video. Because by the time this comes out, this is no longer going to be relevant. But still watching Resident Evil Village playthroughs and still hating how most people do Resident Evil Village. Like most people, like it's that problem where it's one of those games where when you know where secrets are, it really is irritating when people just, oh well this area is red, I'm just gonna move on. Instead of, you know, getting all the stuff. Like, how many people actually look up? Not that many people know how to look up and see a shiny and shoot the shiny down. No. Most people just, oh, well, I guess I'm just gonna move on now and leave this area red. It's so irritating and frustrating when people don't do things fully. Like, I get that not everyone's a completionist, but in a game where you're technically collecting loot to make money, to upgrade, to buy and upgrade weapons, it doesn't make sense for people to be like, oh, I'm just going to leave all this potential loot behind. So yeah, been being frustrated a lot lately by watching that. Like, well, then don't watch it. Well, then what else am I going to watch? But of course, by the time this comes out, Resident Evil Village is gonna be old news, so...
Anaria shall
Oh well. You know, you must help me. fellow princess and I were attacked by the wretched. In the mad hunger for magic, they took everything they could get their hands on. Mana crystals, wands, spellworks, everything. Mountjoy gave chase after them. I had to stay behind and look after what they didn't take. Continue down the road and see if you can lend a hand. Let's see if you can lend a hand.
Stay the course.
Also, I want to point out that I'm really getting myself overworked lately. I mean, I still have my backlog and alpha stuff, Witcher 3, all that to still do. Besides this,
Our enemies
too
will
much going
fall.
on. I go now, scare the breaches out of them with a well-placed fireball. Unfortunately for me, they threw our precious cargo into the river. This blasted wretched sure can run fast with the sight of someone who will stand up to them. Let's not worry about that now. I need to find my instructor's elemental grimoire. So when I saw one of those cowards throw it into the river, I can't seem to be able to locate it. I can use your stand by, so I pay a coin if you spot.
The reckoning is at hand.
Do you mean you can't spot this over hill? Apparently you can't spot this over hill. See, that was not even that hard. Also, I want to, select myself. Boop. Boop. Gotta maintain my defenses. Don't look, well, keep looking. No, I have it right here. Look, it's completely certain. Instructor is not gonna like this all. Yo, take this mine, I have an idea. Oh, do you? Now he's gonna fly for rock when he finds out his book is ruined. I've kind of a little proposal for you. Don't worry, I'll make a word worth your while. Take this book to him, and tell him nothing of this incident. If he asks to tell him, you drop the book into a puddle. He has no direct authority over you, so there's not much he can do. He delivers the letters at Still Whisper Pond, southeast of Silver Moon. Do this for right, or hold your hands to me for this favor.
Remember the sun well.
There's the thing. The majority of the game right now is technically pointing us over hill. Nothing's really pointing us this way, except for maybe this quest. Nothing's really saying go to Silver Moon. Yet. But we should probably work our way to Silver Moon. Also, the fact that I've already done these quests, I don't know, probably over a dozen times. Maybe even 24 times. I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, I've probably done, I'm not sure if I've done these more than Guild Wars 1's quest or not. But I know I've done them a lot. It's been a long day of going down the mindless curves, the endlessly parade down the dead scar. I hope you're here to lend a hand. What's one for sword that cuts through Eversong Woods is the permanent reminder of the day off led the scourge into a below sea. This blemish is more than nice, or it's even today it still brings scourge from the ghost lands to Silver Moon. Go and get my men a hand in killing the mindless undead. So just go kill 8.
Be ready for anything.
I mean, yeah, I could do that. But I could do that all day.
I need to target something first.
So you go boop, boop. What's that? The sound still does not sound fully right. Like, I feel like I should raise it just a bit. It could be music though. There's no actual voice though. Also, by the way, one of the best things about this.
So, I went to this troll spa the other day, and I wound up with dreadlocks and a frigging bone in my nose. I mean, come on, who pays for that?
Yep, that's the thing we could do. We could do Siri, and flirts, and other things. Also boopity boop. So by the way, Fireball is gonna be a basic spell. I know I have Crossbow right now, as one. Crossbow's useful. It slows things down, so they can't get to you as fast. But eventually we're just gonna mostly be spamming Fireball at everything that moves. Like Fireball, Fireball, Fireball. Whoa. No, you survived. Also, I think Fireball has more range too.
I don't have a target.
But hey, look. Boop. Also, I'm going to need glyphs at level 15, I think. Gonna need glyphs eventually, which...
The dark
Yeah.
times will pass.
Contacted one of my friends though, so I should be able to get glyphs eventually.
Salama, a
Also, the gear we bought is better than what the quest is giving us. Oh, I forgot to read the quest turn-in, didn't I? Gonna make that mistake several times over, by the way. Yeah. Cause I'm so used to not reading the stuff. That's so easy to forget, especially when you realize that we have so many areas of quests to do.
The dark
may
times will
just-
pass.
You know, we're probably going to do more quests than we even did across the entirety of Guild Wars by the time we're done with this. So yeah. My consequence references my letter mage. Say those two incompetent fools bribed you to lie to me? You've done well in coming to me. I hope you learned over a lesson today. Never trust someone else to lie for you. Now, I want you to go back to my two dimwit students and discipline them with using this wand. The magic tells me that you'll find them along the road to the west. Yeah, in the same place they've been the whole time. Come back to me after you've done this, and I'll give you a small reward for your travels.
The reckoning is at
Oh,
hand.
by the way, so, Death for all, is it? Don't be flattered I know your name. One of my students has been fawning over you and won't shut up. Yeah, if you'd like to impress him, why don't you do something for me? There's an azure fire at the bottom of the pile. Just behind me. Dive in and retrieve and bring it here.
Remember the sun well.
Okay, I'll go do this. Flop. I mean, I don't think the score of fish is on the list, but... I mean, it is this, so... But I feel like my breath is going down slower than usual. But I'm not, you know, a warlock or undead or anything special, so... Huh. I'd say I don't have any talent points, do I yet? Well, we're still just out 10.
Anubilore Delana.
How's the water? Oh, well done. I told you to jump in a pond and you did. I can only imagine what you do if one of your good friends asked of you. If you want a real reward for your efforts is this. Know that fulfilling will help first knowing what's in it for you. The mage's mind is his greatest weapon. Remember that and try to use yours a bit more. So basically we don't have to do that. Yay. Anyway, now that you've learned a little lesson, I'll offer you something more substantial. It concerns your ability to defend yourself in close combat, of course. You should only resort to melee in the most dire circumstances. Well, there is no excuse beyond rebelled. Since you're incurring a staff befitting of a mage of your learning, simply take the fire you retrieve from me and fill it in the base of the Elder Fall, just south of the river, southeast from now.
Shorel Oran.
Okay. It's all the way over there. I forgot about this. Then again, it's been a while since I've been a mage. Then again, actually, then again, these quests didn't exist when I was a mage, probably, too. Because that was when they removed most class quests because most of them were tedious, like the whole Paladin and Warlock mount quest were, oh god, those were a thing. Ugh. By the way, Silverwind City. Yay. Let's go if there's a barbershop here. Probably is. There's the Torn Chieftains up there. I should know where a barbershop is. First aid training, which
We will persevere.
Here's the thing. We don't have nearly enough linen cloth. We're going to
We
need
will
a
have justice.
lot more. A lot more. Anyway, so was that barbershop
We will
now?
persevere.
Barbershop. None of those things look like barbershops. Huh. Well, which means I may have to go to may have to go to the Undercity to get to a barbershop, which is a bit out of my way at the moment. Yeah, no,
We
that
will
really helped
have
me.
justice.
Oh well. I was hoping there would be one hill, but I don't remember if there was one in the Silver Moon. I know there was one in Arkmar, I know there was one in the Undercity, but yeah. Can't you think of there being one here in Silver Moon, actually? Oh well. Also, this here was before there were city tabards that you could wield to increase your rep in dungeons. Because that when you start this in like Wrath of the Lich King with the higher tier, like the Kirin Tor and the Worm Rest Accord and the Evan Blade. Yeah, they started having tabards that gave rep in dungeons that mostly level A or heroic dungeons. But for like us, well, no. Can't just use a low level tabard to, you know, raise our reps. Tell Cataclysm. Cataclysm did some nice things, I will admit. Like, the fact that they added actual maps to dungeons in Cataclysm. Now, actually they did that in Wrath of the Lich King. But they didn't actually do that for, like, you know, Burning Crusades dungeons. Or the regular dungeons until Cataclysm. Which is irritating. Because it's easy as shit to get lost in some dungeons. Especially some classic dungeons, like frickin' Mordon and Dire Maul. Just, oh god. You can't do this to me, we had a deal. Sure we did. Oh, so boop. What? Oh no, not this again. Yes, indeed. This again. Huzzah. Oh yeah, our job here was done. Technically. I forget what's back here. No, just a bag vendor. Seriously, just a bag vendor.
Glory to the Signor.
Wait, this here's the North item? Don't tell me I load something into the wagon, it repairs it within moments. I don't know Balin to have given that to cantrips. Boop.
Hold your head high.
They're just bags, which we have better bags. Those are
We
high.
will persevere.
I don't think our situation is so bad. Soon there will be rectified soon, the Sunwell's power will be restored. Just can't possibly be as bad as everyone else is making out to be.
Remember the Sunwell.
Uh-huh. Well, a lot of people are still in denial. technically the Sunwell does get restored. But, yeah.
Yes.
A new Belore Delanar.
Ugh. I don't look around you, things aren't exactly in order. We have a severe malfunction at the West Sanctum. Let us do best to prevent matters from getting worse. Boop. Our time that didn't work out doing it since I went this way. One of the dangers of increasing the load on the West Sanctum, however, energy converters destroyed in the arcane race are pouring out of the Sanctum. We're gonna need you to take care of these creatures before we send anyone for repairs. Make haste.
Farewell.
So these Sanctums, by the way, are... what were they? Mage building in Warcraft 3. They let you summon priests and sorceresses, which are all high elves, technically. So now then, time to go boopity boop. I could easily just be pressing 2, but my keyboard's all the way over there right now. And it's easy enough to just move my mouse to 2. I go boopity boop. Still not entirely sure how I'm getting, you know, flagged for PvP from killing these. Also, crystallized mana residue restores instant mana. With a 3-minute cooldown though. But hey, it restores mana. Problem though is we use a lot of mana technically. Technically speaking, most things die before we really use to. Too much mana though. Yeah, get used to just simple slaughtering of everything in an area, practically. While we slowly progress. Oh no, we've been shouting organic residue, which increases our spell damage. But also increases our spell damage taken. Boopity boop. So where are our hidden night elves? Huh, those are hidden night elves. And I feel normal apparently. Which means my bonus residence fee is apparently gone now. Some incriminating documents. These documents contain detailed maps of different strategic buildings in Eversong Woods. A diagram of an arcane sanctum is also sketched in good detail. There seems to be numerous notes in a language you don't recognize. And so, as these were carried by donation spots, it's a good idea to bring them to the captain of the guard. Okay. Now if I could stop
Valadash
sneezing.
Malanore.
Thank you, Tiffin. Well, now we have the race under control. You really don't. We can send someone to assess the damage. Hopefully this wasn't anything permanent. So here's the thing, in this situation where we were given 2 weapons, you should probably take the one that's worth more.
Salama
Because,
Ashalanore.
you know, you don't really need a weapon. But you should probably take the one that's worth more. Those rats. You sure they had anything to do with the malfunction in my system? If you have any information, you better take it to Captain Sunburn at once.
Hold your head
The
high.
best if you collected that incriminating document, you should probably take it to him. It's basically what the quest is telling you. To do the follow-up quest. So we're gonna go over here. Because this here is a quest giver that is easy to overlook. Because he's way out of the way. Like, way out of the way. Also, at some point we are going to need to do this. Track low level quest. Huh. Where's my quest giver? Why is my game lagging? Game. Huh. Oh, well, right. I know what's going on. It's 10:30. Apparently, we're actually back here. And at half health. But even though we got disconnected, our character was still left here for a while. And took a beating. Explains why when I reached here, I was like, where's the quest giver? The quest I would go didn't render in, because we were in the business of being
Our
disconnected.
enemies will fall.
Fun times. Sour Greens man, you take a look around the shore, what do you see? That's right, or beach, or triangle shore. It's infested with a malignancy known as the Murloc. This blight will not stand it. I would ask for you, if you're up to it. I would have their heads. Let's see if we can put a dent in their numbers so large that if they have any sense at all, they return to the murky depths for which they sprang.
Salama Ashalanore.
You know, all these quests are a bit stupid though, aren't they, if you think about it? Because a lot of the quests are just basically, yeah, we're going to really thin out the numbers by killing 8 of them. There's like several hundred of them over there. But if we remove 8 of them, oh yeah, that would totally dent their numbers. Not like they're just gonna respawn. No, we'll get rid of them. Anyway. He loves the rabbit because gay achievements. Exactly. Yeah. Help. Train more. Not sure I'm gonna get trained more though. Anyway, boop. Because besides that, there's also that. Rabbit's not actually a pest. Oh well. You're not gonna be too sure. Some fall on, some fall off. Alright, so now we just exterminate the Murlocs. So how's that stick at? Barely any skill of it. Oh, hell, I'll take 2 healing potions. Definitely take 2 healing potions. Though, here's the thing, healing potions are probably the most useless bullshit in the game. I want to point that out. Because like, for example, we have 3 health. 12 health, right. So we're at 790 health. At the moment, yeah, sure, that's not terrible. But later, oh, that's... You end up in situations where you have like a decent healing potion. The problem though is, it's barely gonna save you because you can only use like, a healing potion once per combat. Which you end up in the problem where you're still fighting the foe that's doing lots of damage to you, and then you can't use another healing potion. And it's like, well, now what do I do? Because I used my healing potion to try to save myself, but the enemy's still attacking me, so what do I do now? Well, you have to be tactical with the healing potions. Or I had, like, you know, no health points, so I thought using it would save me, but it only healed me for, like, maybe 10% of my health. And then the enemy just hit me and took out 15% of my health, so... yeah, healing potions aren't that great. Oh, I really wish I had AoE. Eventually we will have AoE. Boop. I mean, we have this. But that's pretty... not that good.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Alright, let's take that to sell, shouldn't I? Alright, that quest. Interesting. What you found here is a waterproof level 2 containing a number of sheets of purchase. And mark upon them the pages of clothing navigation roads, and each one bears the signature of one Captain Cassandra. Because technically, these quests lead over hill. Yet no quests lead uphill. I know, right? Pick a fair thing. The order of operations we're doing things in is a bit screwy here, but it's not as I mentioned with Cataclysm, it's where they start making things pretty straightforward. Like, you go into one area, you get quests for that area. You move on to the next area, you get quests for that area. And this, it's sort of, well, you find quests all over the place, and most will be in the same area. Some you have to go talk to an NPC and go back to that area and all that. So it's not as straightforward as I would like, but oh well.
That's still recharging. I don't have a target.
No, I do have a target. You're just not using it. You're just not targeting my target. Oh, jeez. Now we go back up. Rabbits are right back.
Anaria Shola.
We Rangers of the 4-star retreat are dedicated to same with the damage that has been wreaked upon our fair lands. We will go to any lengths to do so. I trust that you have returned with the Murloc heads. Boop. Job well done. By the smell of it, I'd say you returned all that I asked and possibly more. Sure we can find some use for these, in a stew or some such. As it does not appear that your efforts have done the trick. No shit. The Murlocs are now retreat. This calls for more direct action. The Grimscout Murlocs have not been scared off by efforts, but I think I know what was in them packing. As rogues get me some personal retribution. They have a Murloc chieftain that calls itself It wanders the golden strand south of the river inlet. The beast once still a compatriot of mine, and now we're just ringing over to find some mockery. Slay Murgle. Return my friend's ring. Then we shall see these monsters cowed. Gloves aren't as good as my gloves.
The reckoning is at hand.
Yeah, the fact that you could buy better gear than the game gives you, of course. It's pretty much going to stand for the majority of the part. Going to stand as a lesson for the majority of the game. They could probably buy better gear than what the game will give you. Especially from like the auction house. Oh. So, now we run over hill. So it should be somewhere around here. I don't see it yet. So we'll keep going. He sort of patrols this area. Jeez, where is he? He all the way over here, or have I missed him? I probably missed him, actually. I probably definitely missed him. I don't think he'd be all the way out here. You know, it's not great. It's like we found a random food crate with stuff that isn't that good. Yay. So anyway, let's see if we can find him. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to miss, I mean, he's a big orange murloc. He really isn't that hard to miss. Oh, because he's all the way over hill. But yeah, look at his size. Ouch. Okay, I need you guys to start running away. Oh god. Where are we going? Oh Jesus, he's already hurt himself here.
The spell isn't ready yet.
This is bad. And remind me of break out minor healing potion. Oh well, at least they both. Nope, and he's bugging off you. So now he's gonna do this whole evade thing. Well, he's just gonna go back to the starting area and ignore us completely and fully heal. God, I hate that evade system.
I need a target.
Also, Jesus, they're back. Oh, I got him at least. Okay, I need you guys to go away. Okay, at least they're all panicking. Panic is
I
good.
need to get closer.
Panic is good. Yantis actually calls for one of these situations. Well, I'm gonna sit and eat this bread for a few seconds. But yeah, so I made them afraid for, you know, a few seconds. That is literally how much difference you make in World of Warcraft. It's for a few seconds, you did stuff. I mean, as you think about it, if you do a raid, congratulations, you affected things. Until next week. Dungeon, hey, you can, well, no, heroic dungeon. Hey, you affected things. For a day. I mean, yeah. If we think about game design in that way, we don't really make much effort, do we? We don't really affect things at all. Yeah, that was the whole thing about Guild Wars 2, wasn't it? Oh, this is going to change things. Did it really? Did it really
Baladash
affect things?
Malinore.
Not really. Because you basically just waited for events to restart over. So, yeah. Anyway, you then shall rise at success and revenge. Have you the ring? Yes. If the Grimscout did not root, as hoped, you're returning to watch them panic and confusion when you laid low their so-called chieftain. Give my thanks, and the gratitude of the Centauri of Silmoonte. So remember, as I said, take the one that's worth the most. You could take those gloves, but we have better gloves.
Remember the Sunwell.
And we load up again. Which means we should probably be increasing fireball. But we could go to arcane and increase arcane subtlety. We could do that, but fireball. Fireball. I'll make that fireball better. Because fireball is going to be our bread and butter, basically. The whole thing about being a fire mage is fireball. Do 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 do. And to get out of here, I go back and do stuff before we go down there. Technically, I want to go do that and get back there, but all in good time. All in good time. So slow. Ah, jeez, I miss flying.
State your business.
You got something for me. Let me have it. Take a look. Be sure you found these on a night elf. They're clearly working in Dorfin. From what I can understand, whoever wrote this did not cause the malfunction, but were sent it. Here was a spy to observe the results of it. The call or endeavor was reckless and dangerous, but who? Of course, the envoy from Lionforge. We are forced to trust anyone belonging to the Lions. No shit. Listen, it's a very delicate situation. We can, even though we've identified the spy, we cannot kill him out in the open. We can, try to capture him. Me first, the risk of him escaping is too great. I want you to go find Prosperity Forward in the North Sanctum and kill him. Do this in a quiet manner. We don't want word to spread that we allow a spy into a city. Bring me his head's roof.
We will have justice.
Okay, well, I could do this route. Simple enough.
What can I do for you?
So we go over here and be
Great
like,
to
hey,
meet you.
what are you looking at, lass? Oi, what are you looking at, lass? Never seen a dwarf before then? You best be on your way if you don't want any trouble. Oh, just a moment of your time, sir. You must be the last assigned to show me around the Laboratory Woods. Took your sweet time. Very well, off we go. Let's not waste one more time. Well, yes, I've something to show you. Right inside
Off
this building.
with you.
Oh, yes. Yes, right inside the building. You should totally come over here. The arcane entrance is yours, sir. Quite interesting, Mr. Cartanis. Appreciate the information you've given me today. Oh, yeah, totally. Very pleasure, Mr. Emperor. I must say your enthusiasm and interest in our operations is most unexpected. What mad trick is this, Blood Elf? You seek to ambush me? I will not go down quietly. But you will go down. Like I could take that, but it's only worth 1 copper.
Anubalore
And
de la
he has
Na.
nothing to say about that. Nothing at all to say about me murdering him. But yeah, once again, more heads to collect. Like seriously. We've collected what? 1, 2, 8, 3, 4.
Glory to the Sindori.
Here it is that. The G is done its job, but it's been passed to the Ranger General, believing the Doors were paid daily for their treason. You've been of great service to your people today. Take this more expensive.
Keep your wits about you.
And I have no task for you, Tiffles. Tiffles! Venture, dig, and sent to fair or breeze fair to find out more about Russian attack on nearby shipyards. Request reinforcement, which you cannot yet provide. Seek him out and grant him whatever aid you can. Fairways fairs can be reached by following the road.
Farewell.
I mean, at least they're giving you instructions on where to go. That is somewhat appreciative.
Victory lies ahead.
Because I'm not sure if there
your
were
wits
as
about
many quest markers
We
as there
will
are
persevere.
now, back in the day. Anyway.
Hold your head high.
Eventually, food and water will have to be useful, but at the moment they'll just sort of, Oh, I forgot to sell ores in that bag, didn't I? Oh well. So, we're gonna work our way down to February's village now. Probably over there. Probably not gonna finish off every song in this one video. Eventually we work our way over hill, downhill, back up there. Like the ghost lens is gonna definitely take several videos. Well, actually, maybe not, because a lot of the things are... It gives you a bunch of quests, but a lot of them you can do all at once in several areas. But anyway,
Anaria Shola.
only thing that's going to take a while is all the reading for all of those quests. The spring people that inhabit this region are known for their high-quality pelts. We've been using night air scum travel to these lands just to poach them. Skirmishes with them money have put us a bit strain on supply of gil, and our rangers don't have much time to hunt. Mania trolls, by the way. For pelts anymore, if you'd be willing to lend a hand by collecting spring-belt pelts, I'm happy to reward you with a handcrafted piece of armor. You'll find spring-belt stalkers all around the woods north of here.
The reckoning is at hand.
No.
The dark times will pass.
My nephew was sent to the ghost hunter a few days ago. Never mentioned anything about his task, except that it was of extremely secret nature. He never returned, I fear for the worst. Missing messenger might not mean much to the callous masters of Silvermoon, but he's like a son to me. Please, where you look from? Okay.
Salama Ashalanore.
Shameful that we Sindori have lost so much of what we used to call home. Should not be long before we regain our strength. We take our stone lands back from the Scourge. Thank you for your help, Tiffles, while I get things back in order around here. I'd like you to ask for a favor. One of my former apprentices embarked on a very dangerous line of research, journeying to the East Sanctum in the middle of the Dead Scar. I worry for her well-being. See if you can find her and convince her to return to her senses.
Remember the sun well.
Okay. Oh, so hi,
The
guys.
dark times will pass.
Obtaining the sword precedes the expansion of the Scourge into new area. The protective rune stones along the border of the Ghost Lands have warded the land against the Tay in the past. The westernmost rune sword was destroyed on a Scourge attack, which forced us to burn the ground around to prevent the land taint from spreading. Sister watch over the Scorch Grove. Go find her. She might have some work for you.
Shorelaran.
I have one-of-a-kind items.
Don't take the safety of this village for granted. We're under siege by the Scourge on the west and the rest to the west. Register keeps the poor safe from the undead that pour in from the dead scar. Follow the roadies down to town and see if you can
Shorelaran.
Okay. And then there's you uphill.
Our enemies will fall.
Thanks for coming to for all things are worse than we anticipated. The Russians have taken over Sunsorrow Anchorage in entirety. Sunsorrow Anchorage has been overrun by wretched scum. As soon as we manage to get reinforcements to the area, show these thugs his boss. In the meantime, you can go help by showing them a bit of discipline. Go in there and show them that we're not to be trifled with. You'll find Sunsorrow Village just to the watch the February village. Just kill 5 of those.
Remember the Sunwell.
Yeah. Simple enough. Do. Oh, so now.
Baladash
Hi.
Malinore.
Boop, boop, boop. More
The
pets.
reckoning is at hand.
Huh. It's weird because I remember getting the quest to go to the party area way before half this, but yet you don't get until later in the questing order. Boop. So the meat could be used for cooking. But yeah. Since we don't have cooking, because cooking's not bad until you get to Dalaran, and then all the
I need to target something.
cooking
first.
dailies aren't terrible. Most of it just requires normal meat. But for the most part, the whole getting it matched out though is a pain, because it's like, oh well, you need to do these cooking dailies to get these points to buy these cooking things, and then go get all these recipes to toss them all together for the giant feast and great feast and all this other feast. But you have to create multiple of them just to get more points in your skill. Yeah, it's just, I think I'm starting to get a headache. How unfortunate. Oh, this video shouldn't go on too much longer. I think I will work on dealing with Sunsorrow Anchorage first, though. Which, by the way, Warcraft outside. Because the very first, like, she should be
Victory
You
lies
know.
ahead.
more so towards him. But oh well.
Anaria Shola.
So, I mean, she was safe for sore eyes. I know it's crazy for me to be here with this anchorage run by the wretched farmers and his range to sworn to protect me on the condition that I get out of her as soon as I recover my cargo. Yeah, here's her lost rudders. Oh, you sweet, sweet mage, I had no idea that those disgusting grim-scale murlocs justified away with my navigation rudders. Without them, I would have had no chance of navigating the seas again once we take the anchorage and repair the ship. Thank you very much. Here, take this coin.
We will have justice.
Thank you, it is for you mages, those slimy grim-scale pirate murlocs have pirated away my cargo. Fair enough that the wretched have stolen what little magical goods I had, but the murlocs took the rest. What does this thing come to? Could you retrieve my cargo? Can't expect you'd be able to get all of it back, but I'd be grateful for any at this point. Grimms and murlocs in the huts just to the west, south of the anchorage. So retrieve sets of her cargo.
Shorelo Ran.
And
The
what you have
eternal
to say.
sun guides us.
They have to grow bolder every day. They want to If it's used enough coordination to launch attack on cell anchorage. If we weren't embarrassing enough, most of our weapons were left behind when they attacked. Bring me back those armaments so that we may show those ruffians who's boss.
Farewell.
Okay. So now then, let's go deal with this. Do. Fireball. Fireball. Fireball and fireball. So yeah, use the fireballs. And fireball. 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 Now I have to sort between them and figure out which one to the hooligans, which one to the thugs. They all look about the same, I just have to find the name tags. The spawn time for the world dragons for the new quest lines for 10 minutes. Oh, right, that's a thing. I haven't even been dealing with that, have I? Fireball. And fireball. Let's do chain code. Better than mine? No, it's about the same. But it's blue. Looks better, actually, on me. Boop. Yep, they didn't give me a point in that. Which gets further and further away. Oh well. And weapon skill, one of those things that didn't need to be a thing, and later it wasn't even a thing. Like, I think they got rid of Cataclysm because, to be honest, you really don't need weapon skills. It's just, don't know why it was a thing. Especially for classes that don't really use their weapons that often. It's like, why is this a thing? How often am I gonna be hitting things in melee with my stick?
It's too far away.
Now we're gonna wander over hill. Give time for those to respawn. Or we go deal with the pirate Murlocs or whatever. Pylocs. Murrets? I'm not sure. All I know is, I forget if they drop them or if they'll actually around the huts. All I know is this there's a potential danger zone just because of the amount of targets in one area. There are a lot of areas like this though, so it's just gonna be, it's gonna become dangerous for us quite rapidly. Because the game has this problem where it likes to put loads of enemies in one area. So you run in and you end up fighting multiple enemies. Oh, so see, look how much damage we've taken already. Yep, and see, they always stop panicking. Yeah, but the only thing is, like, you end up going after several guys, and then next thing you know, you've aggroed the whole area, and they're all coming at you. It's just a bit tedious. So did that hit me for what? Oh yeah, 2% of my match. So now I guess that was at 17. Go. That's why I really wish I had AoE. Really wish I had AoE. I guess I wish Fireball, you know, did blast damage. Boop. And boop. Huzzah. We did it. Now we can go back and collect the rest of those. And also do something stupid. Yay, something stupid. Huh. The packages are respawned, but yet the guys aren't respawned. Weird. Boop.
The dark times will pass.
Did you get the lost weapons yet? Great job. I'll let you the rest of what we're made of. Doesn't really matter which I take, so... Gushers are all oblivious, go to unfound magic that they haven't realized we've recovered most of our weapons. We can't expect them to remain they're stupid though. Now it's time to force for a decisive attack. Let's make an example of leader Aldron. He was spotted on the top floor of the building by language. Bring me his head and I'll reward you suitably. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Grateful for the assistance of someone like you. I almost pushed a smile on my face, but then I realized what those monsters have done to my ship and what's happening to growth on us. You did. You saved me from the ruin and delivered my revenge upon those disgusting creatures. Now if I could just get these pretty rangers here to help me with this cargo, I'll finally get out of here. I'll come back when forever since we've taken the shipyard. Yeah, take this coin. It's what little I can afford, and the least I can do to reward your efforts.
The reckoning is at hand.
Yay. I need to go all the way over to the top of that tower. Because the game lights its spiral staircases. It lights its stairs, spiral staircases, elevators. Definitely lights its elevators. Death faders, I should say. like how he has a great sword, yet he's also firearms. Huh. How does that work? That's how Chadwick can't use two-handed swords. Okay, well I'm going down.
Still recharging.
You guys didn't drop aggro.
I can't pass it yet. That's still recharging.
Nope, they didn't drop aggro. That sucks, and I'm all the way back here. Yep, probably shouldn't have, ran through all of them. Don't give me points for my defense anyway. Which isn't the worst, but still. Still, that sucks, the whole... I figured, like the first guy was like, nope, I'm just gonna bugger off. But the rest of them are like, oh, we're gonna go all the way up to the top of the tower and follow you. Ugh. Oh well. My bad for trying to run and do things quickly. I guess the game wanted me to take things slow and murder everything up on my way to the top of the tower. Which would have taken, a while longer. Ugh. But yeah, you go up this way, you go up that way. And it's just tedious. Oh well. My target's dead, not dead. Right? Wait, where's his body? His body despawned. That's lovely. Well, I guess I'm just going to wait for him to respawn again. Yep. Just gonna have to sit here and wait. So I said, sit here and wait. That's not how you sit, but oh well.
How can I miss you if you don't go away?
And we wait. And we wait.
No, I won't do that.
But my sister will.
Well, there you go. Sound still feels a bit off. And we wait. Hoppity, hoppity, spinity, spinity. Like, you should have respawned by now, right? But yeah. Welcome to what I still love about World of Warcraft. It's one reason I refuse to do World of Warcraft Classic. Because this. You realize if you have 7,000 players, and quests where you have to literally wait for the target to respawn, you end up in a situation like this where you're just going to have loads of players waiting and waiting and waiting for Crest Target to respawn. It's not necessarily great game design. But that's how things were back in classic World of Warcraft. Yep. Super. I feel like I should end the video right now and wait till he actually does spawn. Because he shouldn't take this long, I mean, seriously. He's just a freaking crest target. He's not like a rail or anything. Don't I put more fireball? Probably more fireball. And by the way, I haven't already started collecting glyphs. The problem though is you go to the auction house, it's like the glyphs you want never for sale on the auction house. But seriously, what the hell is this? Why hasn't he spawned yet? Ugh. Now normally I wouldn't mind this, but the fact that I'm recording and this is just wasting precious time is what's irritating me. Like I said, I could stop recording, but then he'll probably spawn when I stop recording, won't he? Oh, there you are. Finally, you asshole. Okay, so I'm gonna do something stupid here. Mind you, this hill is very stupid. Do not try this. I do not recommend doing this. But yeah. Didn't work. Didn't get going down. Seriously? He hit me for trying. He hit me for trying. How the hell did he hit me for trying? I'm gonna start swearing again, ain't I? Bullshit. Seriously, I wait for all the time for the boss to come now. Then I was gonna jump off, get my going down achievement, go in, turn crest in, and end the video, but no. Freaking had to wait for him to respawn. Then I jumped down, didn't get my achievement, and then I died to that. Yeah. I feel like I would have had to hit that, but I probably would have died instantly if I hit that. That's irritating. Yep, screw it. There's another place I can get going down at. That's in the Undercity. Just gonna turn on this question and move on.
State your business.
Wait. Not reading again. Well, do you have his head or not? Have no time to waste. You defeated him after all. I don't leave my men self and dog for you. Uh-huh. I just made you done well, Keep. You make a name for yourself, you keep your nose
Remember
clean.
the sun well.
Yeah. Gotta keep from snorting that magical dust. Let's go to South Throws Haven. We'll be back though, eventually. As for now, time to go return. And say, hey, we did stuff, everything's good. Boop.
Anubilore Delana.
Now do something not to mess with us. Good word to falls.
The reckoning is at hand.
Boop. The offense of doing the merchant has been in power. The force riders would truly have use for someone like you in the fight against the Mani trolls. Therefore the force-star retreat to the northeast of Hill. Speak to Lieutenant Don, run and see what assistance she might need.
We will have justice.
Hey. Why don't
The
you have your
eternal
questions?
sun guides us.
Glory to the Sindori.
Depend, did you bring the pelts? You do perfectly. Take this piece of armor as a reward.
Shorelaran.
Yay, cloak. Cloak. Where's this cloak? Yay, let's tailbone. Thanks.
Choose
I have to
wisely.
repair my stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I have all this useless stuff in my inventory. Taking up space. Blah.
Be ready for anything.
Anyway, I think that's good enough for now. So, hope you all enjoy. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.